show. We're on there at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Hello, good evening, welcome back to Rangers Radio. Livingston 0, Rangers 1, quarter-final League Cup. Through to the semi-final, join myself, Hawks, here on the panel is the one and only Stardog and the correct predictor, Mr. Bridgeman.
What can I say? Oh, wow. Well, can I just comment on something? A couple of minutes ago, I just heard their manager saying he saw an incident with the Helander when he caught the boy in the back of the calf, and he said that, that should have been a red card, blah, 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 and he waxed lyrical on that. He was asked, what about the guy that caught Aribo? He says, I haven't seen that one. I'll have a look at it. It looked like a head clash. So there you go. That's what these people say.
All right. I mean, it wasn't the most convincing performance for our two centre-halves.
No.
Stardog, was it?
No, I think Helander was maybe the better of the two. Golson was missing for me on several occasions tonight, mate. They had a good few chances. I think their indecisiveness cost them the game. It's a bit the same as us. I think both teams were lucky not to be down to 10 men as well. I think that was an attempt at assassination on Joe Aribo, never mind an assault. 20 stitches that boy received, mate. 20 stitches. So that he led with his elbow at the end of the day. It was intentional for me. He led with his elbow. Joe Aribo had to go off and get 20 stitches. So I mean that's a bad. I mean the referee got that terribly wrong for me, mate.
All right, I agree with you, but we got the game done. It wasn't great. First half an hour we started all right, but at the 15 minutes before and the 15 minutes after half time, I think we really struggled. Stardog.
Aye, there was no rhythm in the game, mate. I'm going to say I think the service to Alfredo Morelos tonight was poor. Shea Ojo made some great runs and got into some great positions and just went for it all himself. And I thought his all-round play tonight was brilliant, Ojo, mate. But his greediness really cost us an extra couple of goals. There was one point in the second.
He made one magnificent run and got stage fright. The goal he saved it. His decision making, his all-round work rate doesn't do enough for me. I've got to be honest with you, and I don't think he's got the heart. He's got pace, and it's when he uses it, it's effective. But you need that heart to play, particularly in Scottish football. I thought Kamara, after getting the goal, I thought he was poor. I thought Ryan Jack had one of his poorest games all season. Obviously, Aribo we can't judge. Stephen Davis came in along with Arfield, they were okay. Barisic was the best of our back four. Morelos, for me, was my best player. A poor performance all round, but it's not about that. It's about getting through, Bridgeman.
Yeah, I agree with most of the things that you said there. I would have said that, for me anyway, and it's been going that way for a wee while, but I think Tavernier was very, very poor. He was posted missing 3 or 4 times. But our centre-halves lacked pace on that pitch. They lacked pace. And they couldn't gauge the ball, the bounce of the ball or the run of the ball on that. So it struggled, really, and set themselves up as easy targets. Not going, when they're trying to get there, easily locked down. The guy was very physical, and we saw that at Ibrox, how good he was and how effective he was. And he did it again to them tonight. So we kind of struggled a wee bit against him. Other than that, we did not too bad. I thought we scored a really good goal. Excuse me. And I thought Ojo was very unlucky. He could have scored 4 tonight himself alone. Seriously. We made a lot of chances late on in the game, but their legs had started to go by then. But I think, I said it before it, I'll go for a 1-0 because that team will kick us off the park. And that's the second of our players that's been attacked on a TV game. He was attacked where they got a guy with an elbow. And the first one, he got his nose all smashed in. Yeah? And the boy got 20 stitches today. And there's not a thing. Guy never get booked, never get spoken to, never get nothing. It's just a disgrace. Sorry, guys, I'm just ranting.
Yeah, well, if people want to join us to rant, what's the number, Stardog?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and the Old School Blog bring you in and make sure you're okay. Enjoy yourself.
Here. After a victory, we did win.
Yeah.
We did win. Anyway, first off the rank is Pool Ranger. Evening, Pool. Welcome back, mate.
How you doing, boys? All right.
We won, mate. That's all I can say.
We said it before the game. I was expecting that. That's what I said before the game. I thought they were going to come out. They were going to have a go at us. They were going to kick. They were going to do everything they could do. They were at home. It wasn't very good. We're through, and it's good, but it was poor performance. I thought Barisic was no too bad. Morelos would probably be my man of the match. The rest of them are all 5s and 6s. There wasn't much.
You're right.
Tonight.
Morelos for me was our best player in the park by a distance.
I thought Barisic done what he had today. You get your usual from Morelos, tireless. Ojo, I don't know. He needs the ball in front of him to run onto. See if he's not got the ball in front of him to run onto. There's nothing there.
Well, I'm sure we'll discuss Ojo as the night and the week is on. We'll be joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
Evening.
How are we doing? Who is it, mate? Let everybody know who it is.
Hi there, it's Charlie from Tampa Bay Rangers Supporters Club in St.
Oh,
Petersburg,
Tampa
Florida.
Bay, yes.
Tampa Bay.
How are you doing, guys?
How we doing, Charlie? All right.
I'm doing all right, actually, but I'll tell you what, guys.
Right, yeah, that's
I'm
what
just
I'm
a
doing.
wee
We're going to
back-
go and visit Rainbridge. I like Tampa.
Hey, listen, you know what, guys? We've just had some of the guys down from the Bramalea Supporters Club today as well. There, about half a dozen of them come in today, so that's good as well. You know, the Canadian guys were doing. So
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Tell us quickly about your club and how many guys met up to watch the game. Is that what happens, Reese?
Aye, so we've got a club in
Rangers.
Wait a minute. Pull.
Rangers
Just wait a minute. We'll get to that in a
first
minute.
out in the draw
Pull. Just wait. When you go,
against Aberdeen or
Charlie.
Hearts.
Tell us about your club.
No, the club it's in Angry Pepper in Largo, and throughout the season there's maybe about 10 or 12 of us all live in the Largo, St. Petersburg area in the Tampa Bay area. And but during the winter time, when all the Canadian brothers are all doing, for Hamilton, for Bramalea, for Cambridge Supporters Club up around Ontario, we've got 30 guys every single game, like midweek, Sunday, Saturday, and that's from about December through to April. So it's a brilliant wee club, to be honest, you know.
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Bridgeman, I believe you've got the draw for us.
The draw, I've seen the draw is it's Rangers versus Aberdeen or Hearts.
So it could be it depends how it goes, but it could be a repeat of last year's semi-final.
Yes, but if you just wait a minute, number 3, who's number 3 now?
Well, it doesn't
Kilmarnock
matter. It's
or
or
Hibs
and they'll play Celtic.
versus them. So there you go. Of course, it's a Hampden, isn't it? What am I talking about? I'm thinking we need to see where they are at home or not.
We'll need to get him drug tested, Pool Ranger.
I'm. Oh, you've.
No for taking drugs. What it is, he's no taking all his drugs.
So there you go.
Charlie,
Rangers versus Aberdeen or Hearts.
Charlie, did you watch that tonight?
We did, aye. And I've got to say, guys, that was possibly the worst display we've had the whole season. And I'll tell you what, I think it was Bridgeman there who gave the analysis of who he thought played well and who didn't play well. I'm telling you now, guys, Barisic, Arfield and Alfie were the only 3 guys I would actually hold my hands up and say, yep, you had pass marks. And then I'm worried about Helander, boys. That guy looks slower than me.
Pool Ranger, I think you've seen it pretty similar.
Aye, and the centre half pairing, I think Starduck has got 100% what he's been banging on about the last few weeks about Katic. If teams are playing the ball behind us or over the top of us, Hollander and Golson struggled big time tonight. We struggled at Ibrox against Livingston, and we've struggled again tonight. They play the ball over the top, or big guys against them. That was a bit of a shock tonight, watching Hollander and Golson. It really was.
How we come, Starduck, with that drum you've been banging?
Well, I mean, Katic is a no-nonsense defender, mate. Golson was letting that guy basically what Alfredo does to every week. Golson was getting sucked into that boy Dykes tonight, and he was letting him bring the ball down nearly every single time. His distribution for the back again tonight was poor. Hollander wasn't any better, mate, but I still say Hollander's maybe a better defender than Golson. I've got it in for Golson big time this year for some reason. I just don't like anything that I see him. I really don't, mate.
Very
Just bring back
very
big,
cruel.
Bring back big Nico.
All right, 3 then Nico 1.
Stardock, that's two games in the last 2 weeks. Big Golson's played against Livingston and he's struggled big time.
Alright, well, preaching to the choir, sister.
Charlie, would you agree, disagree with Stardog?
I would completely 100% agree with him. You know, never mind the notion about him getting chained to Ibrox until Katic is back. Katic should have been playing the other night because we knew they were going to be physical. I mean, neither Goldson or Helander are physical centre halves, so none of them are going to go ahead and win the ball. That boy Dykes had a field day against them. Everybody knows when you've got a man running onto you, they've got the advantage because the two centre halves ours are too bloody slow in the turn. They're slow off the mark.
Well, talking about guys who's fast off the turn, we've been joined by JFK. Evening, JFK.
Even guys. All right, Bridge. Charlie and Stardog. That was a battle, wasn't it?
A real battle, pal.
Assassination attempt on Big Aribo, JFK.
A 20 stitches in his head and
Shocking.
If that wasn't a sending off, I don't know what was.
Wasn't even a booking. Never even get spoken to. An assault.
Well,
that's what it was. Sorry, Jimmy.
But being that, not being booked in, it means that retrospective can be involved, so we'll wait and see if that...
Yeah, but we don't gain anything for that. That means
no, we don't.
You'll be suspended when they play your favourite team. Your other favourite team.
But, I was listening to Stardog and Charlie there, you know, what was Hollander tonight? Oh my God!
The funny thing is, GFK, don't laugh at me, don't shout at me. I thought he started the best out of the two of the centre halves. He brought the ball out and he passed the ball through. I think it was it Tavernier that he played right through, and he could have done a lot better in the first 20 minutes. And I thought, well, the big man's playing all right. From that point onwards, his game just went downhill.
Then you see the wee snippet just as the game finished, the teams was coming off apart. Stevie Gerrard went into the park and he was gesturing to Hollander, looking into the sky, turning with the ball header, as if he was telling him, you know, this is what we need you today, you know. I don't know if that was what he was actually saying to him, but the big boy Dykes, it tore him a new a-hole, didn't he? It was absolutely oiled him. Like a rash, you know, and we need to learn for that because I mean I was praising Hollander like the rest is, you know, against Feyenoord. He was absolutely immense, but welcome to Scottish football, Big Philip, because that you get a lesson there tonight how to play against a big centre forward in the Scottish Premiership, but he get roasted tonight.
Fair play to the boy, mate. He gave him a game. I think he came for Queen of the South.
That's correct. He did, yes. He did,
mate, yes. And I tell you what, I don't fancy any of the two of them up against that big Cosgrove on Saturday. So bring back Jorge and bring back Nico.
Yeah, I think one of them might play.
I think Stardog's right because Katic is the only one that aggressively goes and attacks the ball. Cosgrove, if we play Helander and Goldson, they will have a field day and he'll score a barrel load against us on Saturday.
I think, can I come in on that, Ox, yeah?
On you go, mate.
You know what Jimmy was saying about the gaffer talking to Helander? My interpretation of what he was saying and telling him what to do is step back. I've been saying it a long time. Step back. If he's drawing you in to be with him so he can put his back against you, and there's nothing you can do because once he's done that, he's got you pinned against him. Step back to him, let him fall on his arse. Yeah. Don't touch him, let him fall on his arse, or let him get the ball and go forward. That's all you can do. Because once you're up against somebody that size, you can't walk round them either side, and you definitely can't go over the top because you're going to free kick away.
Aye.
Sorry, guys. That's
But I suppose at the end of the day, all that really matters is that we're in the semi-final, you know. And,
yes.
the draw's been all right for us, you know.
Can I, Jimmy? Just you've played football too. You watch that tonight from a
I could
centre
put up
defence.
an argument about that, but that's another story.
But you watch that from a defensive perspective. I thought the two full-backs, they did no too bad. Let's be honest, 'cause that's a crap pitch, and
Tav was
somehow
good,
or
mate.
other, they
Would
did it.
some Tav up, Bridgeman? Was that close? He passed the Barisic.
Amazing. No, but what I mean is that sometimes some of the players are slipping. You know, when they plant their foot on some parts of that pitch, they slip on their arse, and then the other times the ball's going too fast for them, they can't grab it. Things like that. It's a really, really poor pitch. So I'm not going to blame too many people too much. All I've got to say is the two centre halves with that display are 2 levels away from where Rangers are going. 2 levels away.
All right, well, let's go back to Charlie, get his thoughts how the season's gone, how the team's gone, how the club's gone. Charlie.
Well, I've got to say this, guys, and this might be a bit controversial, and this might cause a bit of trouble here. I'm not sure we take the Feyenoord game out of this, including virtually every game we've played this year, including the pre-season. I'm not sure we played a good 90 minutes of football. We've had good halves, we've had good spells, we've had really good proportions of the game. But I think we've got too many guys.
Hibs at Ibrox.
Aye, okay, I'll give you that. Aye, yep, and we kept that going. But you can count them in a couple of fingers, never mind a hand.
I get your point.
So for me, I'm thinking of no firing on all cylinders. And here's the question, guys: what the hell has happened to our captain? That man was strolling through games. He was making great runs, great passes, great flicks, great touches at the tail end of last year, and the guy's off the boil.
Totally.
He looks after form, didn't he? Pool Ranger.
Yeah.
Tav, it looks as if he can't be 10 out of 10 every week, but he just looks after form.
No, and what I would say, sorry, who was that boy that was talking there?
Charlie, we're not going to who's for Christmas dinner.
Charlie, 100% agree. But what I say is, we're not playing great, but we're winning and we're getting 3 points. So we're not going on a run. We're not playing brilliant, but we're picking up 3 points where we've never ever done this before, and we're getting it, and we're staying on their coattails. So see, when we do start playing and going on a run, these are the games just now when we're not playing brilliant and we're not the best team in the world, but we're getting the 3 points. In the last 2-3 years, we wouldn't have got them. We're getting them now. Nights like the night, we probably wouldn't get through. We're getting through. So we'll still get the good days to come where we play good football and we start destroying teams. But see, just now, we're not playing the best football. The most important thing is getting the 3 points in the league and getting through in the cups.
What about the Candias effect, Charlie? What about the Candias effect? People are putting that in their lobby.
I'm not sure about that. Well, listen, I think we all agree that Candias put in the shift and covered Tav, right? That maybe gives Tav the confidence, because Tav doesn't seem to be the same player busting up that right and delivering what he did last year. Look at the stats that Stardog coughed out there a couple of weeks ago about Tav and his assists and everything else. He was an outstanding contributor to us last year. He's not doing it this year, and that's a wee bit of worry. But that Pool Ranger saying that, you're right, I'm not kidding. We're grinding out results, we're toughing out results, we're not playing great, and I would take that every single day of the week, every day. But
I'm with you, pal. I'm with you.
Oh, he get football stopped at Bridgeman. Me and JFK, because of our upbringing, we're mere connoisseurs.
Right, aye. Connor Witts.
I'll take the 1-0. I'll take the Bridgeman 1-0.
Well, look, I know we're all here at we're digesting the game and we're trying to look and see where we went wrong. At the end of the day, we won the game. We're in the semi-final, and I think we should leave all the other connotations for later on in the week. You know, coming up to the Sheep game, we won. We're in the semi-final. We've got a decent draw. We'll either play the Hearts or the Sheep. So I'll take that all day. It's a Bridgeman result tonight, 1-0. Team didn't play well all round, but we got away with a 1-0. it wasn't as if we were lucky to win 1-0. We deserved to win 1-0. That might not sound right to a lot of people, but the defence needs to be tightened up. They need to. Look, Hollander might be the answer. They might know, but I've been looking for him to come in, and he came in against Feyenoord, and he was absolutely immense. Should Katic be there? I don't know. No, Golson that kind of looked up.
Jimmy, you're 100% right. Again, the defence is a bit shaky now, but again tonight, McGregor never really had a major save to make. You know what I mean? We're a bit shaky at the back and that, but McGregor never really had anything major.
I agree with that. Their goalkeeper must have saved 5 or 6 in the second half alone.
Aye.
Ojo from Ojo.
I agree with that.
I thought Big Barisic again. I thought Big Barisic is coming on leaps and bounds now, guys, isn't he? He's coming on leaps and bounds.
It was our best. He was best player in the back four tonight. Pool Ranger.
Aye. Definitely.
Listen, I'm going to bring Charlie in again because obviously we don't hear from him that often, and we're trying to go to his house for Christmas, so we need to talk to him.
Aye. Well, I've got to say, but Pool Rangers saying there for me, Barisic, absolutely. He looks like he's coming into a wee game. He looks like he might be the player we all hoped we'd get. But guys, can I switch that conversation again to Ojo? Is that boy just no? Is he just no lack? Is he lacking in confidence? I mean, he's making decent runs, but his final ball is just a wee bit off. Is it no?
Heart and decision making for me, mate. He's got pace and he's got a shot in him, but his decision making's not quick enough, and he lacks a bit of heart. You've seen it in the second half on the far side when Alfredo slid in after it, and they got a big cheer for the crowd. Ojo can get there with his pace, but he takes a step backwards.
You're right, and that's exactly it. It's all about heart. We were saying that in the pub today, exactly. And see that ball when he was up the left there, and Alfie was in the middle. 4 of their defenders were right in a line. All they needed to do was whip it across, stick it in the penalty spot. There it was, you know. So for me, you're right, a bit of heart, and maybe that's been the problem with the boy all along. He's got all the skill, he's got all the talent, he's got the running, he's got the wee tricks, but he's not consistent enough, and he's not got the bottle, he's not got the guts to dig in there. We need that.
I thought he was poor, and I thought, if I'm being honest, taking the centre half out of the question, I also thought Kamara had a poor game. Charlie,
he had to get hooked. There was no question. We were shouting for him to get hooked long before he did, actually, because he was take the goal out of the equation. He had a pretty poorish game, and I'm not sure he's had a decent game this season. He's had one, I think, or 2 decent games.
Maybe Midtjylland. Was he playing Midtjylland? I think he did.
That was it.
Andy King had a bit longer. Anybody get any thoughts on him?
I thought he looked quite composed, actually, when he came on.
I think he's a player.
He wanted the ball when he came on. He wanted his feet, and he was quite bold. I don't think he's going to be a player that will shy away. You can see the boy, he wants the ball all the time. I reckon he'll be he's a good addition to the squad, Ox. I think if he gets more games, he'll be a good addition to the squad.
Yes, I agree there. I think he's a player. I think he looks really good. Very composed on the ball. Very composed.
Yeah, looked comfortable.
There was one time he was running on that surface and he was running or approaching the defender. And I thought, don't you go in for this? You know, because there was like a yard away or 2 yards away for each of them. Like, don't you go in for this? Because that ball, you could see the ball drifting towards the Livingston player. Unfortunately, he didn't. He easily suckered in with these. By the way, that's a crap pitch. I have to say it right now again. The most terrible pitch in the whole of Scottish League's shocking pitch.
I've just had a text from old man's young cousin, who's not a young person, but he was always fit. Ojo will be playing Division 1 next in 2 years, no heart or fight, and I'm faster than Hollander.
I think that's spot on. That's brilliant.
Well, you know, I said to you at the start of this season, or even the middle of last season, what we're looking for, and I don't mean for the next transfer window or anything like that, but if you're going to be building a good central defensive pair, you need somebody that's really tough, and attacks every ball and knows what he's doing. The other guy trusts him, and your fullbacks trust him, and then you need somebody that's got a lot of pace. And I mentioned Jockey Bjorklund that used to play for us fast as lightning. You need somebody like that who can play football. That's what you need.
You don't seriously think Ojo was that bad tonight?
Apart from that one run, mate, when he opened up the burners, nobody's denying he's got pace, mate. Nobody's denying he's got pace. For
right,
me,
but this is what I'm saying.
Me, taking the two centre halves out it were 6 forward players. If you like, the 3 midfield and the 3 forwards. If you accept that's the way we play. For me, him and Kamara were the worst two by a distance. At times it was like playing with 9 men. Only how I seen it, Stardog, you might see it different.
Aye, I do, mate. I think he covered some amount of ground tonight, mate. I think he made 2 or 3 decent runs. I think he's. But listen to me, you're not letting me finish. But his decision making is poor, right? But we all know there's a quality player in there. So what do? Do you just fling him to the side, or do you work with that and turn him into a great player? Like, I mean, his goals, his stats are there, and I know your opinion on stats. That's not my point, mate. I'm just saying he is doing things for us. I thought he made some great runs tonight. All he needed today was lift his head and pick out Alfredo Morelos. And don't think for 1 minute that Alfie Wong would tell him after the game, you should have passed him, because you seen it on the camera. Alfie was raging with him. So
do you think,
Charlie
Miami?
Florida sounds a good judge. What do you think, Stardog?
Aye, I think he's a fair judge.
Charlie, give your thoughts.
Well, I'm sorry, Stardog, I've got to say that I think we've got to tough it out with Ojo, because it's going to be, well, put it this way, when Kent comes back, he's going to be on the left. I can't see Arfield no playing, so I'm thinking Ojo's going to drop out the picture.
All right. Can I just cut across you? We play Hearts won 3-0 in penalties against Aberdeen. So that must have been a quality contest at penalties.
Was it no 3-2? Was it no 3-2?
They missed all the penalties.
No. I think it was 3-2, Oxchair. 3-2 in penalties.
Well, it says 3-0 in the report I'm getting. And Hibs beat Kilmarnock 5-4 on penalties.
Yeah, well, see that.
All right, so Hearts in the semi-final.
Scumbags and Hibs.
You know that if you look at the Kelly versus Hibs in the Oxchair, which one do you prefer to go through?
3-0 in penalties.
No. I'm sure it was 3-2. Apologies then. Apologies. I thought it was 3-2. They missed the first two. Aberdeen missed the first two.
And then Cosgrove put it on the bar to make it 3-0.
Right, yeah.
What a smelly place that'll be that day. Spoon burners versus puddle drinkers. Oh, that'll be a minging, guys.
What do you think? The semi-finals will be in the same day again?
Oh, here we go with us again.
By the way, Oxchair, just to say, Scott in the lobby there is saying that they missed all their penalties, so I'm sorry. Apologies, Pat.
They must have scored
all the penalties. Wow.
But hey, Cosgrove scored. Sorry, Oxchair. Cosgrove scored 2 penalties during the game.
Aye, I've seen that, mate. Seen that. I think I'm happy with Hearts. Play Hearts. I
take that.
Aye.
Well, from where we were, look, see tonight's game. We got through. I'm binning it because I can't really and truly give a true judgment on any of our players other than to say on the night they were poor. That pitch, absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Midfielders never won any second ball. No second ball was won. The ball came out for the defenders, and sometimes it came out with midfielders. They went in and picked it up. Seriously. So for me, we won. We're through. I'm happy. March on.
Didn't want anybody apart from. I want the puddle drinkers in the final. Didn't want them in the semi-final.
You got a chance now, didn't you? A chance for that now, Jimmy.
We'll beat the guys that had the spoon burner spoons.
Jimmy.
There we go. So I'm happy with that.
I'm happier that Kelly got out. So bye, Kelly. I hope you're listening. Bye, Kelly. Brilliant.
Yeah. I'm pleased about that.
So what was the crowd tonight? Did they get the crowd figures? That was the biggest crowd they had for years or something.
Oh, who's? It was full of years.
7,200 Rangers supporters.
7,000. Now, I don't know how much they were charging. Let's say it was like £25. 25 quid. Okay, so how much would that be? Stardug will do that. 7,200. 7,2 times 25.
About 300 grand or something.
180,000. I'll make it.
Nah, who cares anyway?
Don't you?
Nah, I'm not really particularly bothered, you know what I mean? The Gers fans went there because they got in, at least they got into a stadium. They were all out to see the game, no? Like when St Johnstone there on Sunday and the stadium was half empty, or maybe two-thirds empty.
Yeah, but where are you going to... Where are Livingston ever going to...
Wasn't pretty, but I think my team have found a different way how to win, and I think we've showed this season all kinds of different sides of us, but today we had to stand up and compete and be men, and I can't ask for no more in that department. Of course, I'd like to see a little bit more quality at times. I thought we still had the best chances. We had some opportunities on the break where we find that final pass, we could have maybe scored a goal to give us some breathing space, but in the main I'm delighted. We came here with a plan to get into the semi-final, and sometimes it doesn't really matter how you do it, it's about getting over the line, and that's what we've done. So my reflection is it wasn't pretty, but job done.
It's a cliche, but is that the sort of game you might have lost last season?
Possibly. I think that's for other people to decide and have an opinion on. My job's to prepare the team for all kinds of different challenges, and Livingston are a big physical team. You've seen that again on a few occasions today. And teams with a soft centre would fold and wouldn't stand up to it, and Livingston would get more rewards than we gave them tonight, and we didn't really give them a sniff. They've had one or two opportunities, but I think you'd expect that going away from home against a big physical opponent.
Glenn Kamara obviously grabbing the opening goal, and it was a very bright opening from your team tonight.
Yeah, I thought we were excellent for half an hour. I thought we were really good, control the game, winning first balls, winning second balls, playing at the right times. But that's difficult to do for 90 minutes because they bombard you with long balls. They try and overload you on the balls, but it's about sticking together when it gets tough, and I thought we did that, so I'm really pleased with the boys tonight.
Joe Rebo went off in the first half. How's he?
I think he's okay. He's got a nasty gash on his head which was stitched up. He was on the end of a bad one there, but Joe's a tough lad. I'm sure he'll get on with it. I'm not sure whether it'll affect him in the coming games. We'll have to assess that tomorrow. A big physical opponent. But I think my team have found a different way how to win, and I think we've showed this season all kinds of different sides of us, but today we had to stand up and compete and be men, and I can't ask for no more in that department. Of course, I'd like to see a little bit more quality at times. I thought we still had the best chances. We had some opportunities on the break where we find that final pass, we could have maybe scored a goal to give us some breathing space, but in the main I'm delighted. We came here with a plan to get into the semi-final, and sometimes it doesn't really matter how you do it, it's about getting over the line, and that's what we've done. So my reflection is it wasn't pretty, but job done.
It's a cliche, but is that the sort of game you might have lost last season?
Possibly. I think that's for other people to decide and have an opinion on. My job's to prepare the team for all kinds of different challenges, and Livingston are a big physical team. You've seen that again on a few occasions today. And teams with a soft centre would fold and wouldn't stand up to it, and Livingston would get more rewards than we gave them tonight, and we didn't really give them a sniff. They've had one